Tacoma Police spend community time at a barber shop.
It's all about water from TPU coming from the source.
And see what a dollar buys in Tacoma.
These stories and more on Tacoma Report.
Hi and welcome to Tacoma Report. I'm Angie Foster.
And I'm Laura Proctor.
The Tacoma Police Department recently held an event on the east side giving residents an opportunity to speak directly with the Chief of Police. The event, called Shop Talk, was the department's second event centered around using a barbershop as a way for the chief to hear directly from residents. The department's leadership team sees it as a way for the department to listen to the community and for all of us to work together.
Shop Talk is an event where we get out, we interact with the community. Our goal is to, number one, to listen actively to the concerns of the community and take those things into consideration when we go back and we're working.
I do want to say to our officers in our city, we're all in this together, and we truly want to make a difference because not only do I work here, but I live here too.
The Shop Talk event included a free barbecue lunch and free haircuts for kids, with the funds for the event being donated by the department's leadership team. The department's Shop Talk series is just one of many events the police department holds with the community, providing an opportunity for residents to speak their mind and get to know officers on a personal level. To learn more about the Tacoma Police Department, visit tacomapolice.org.
Want more insight into the city's biennial budget development process and help inform what the City of Tacoma's next biennial budget will look like? One of the online tools the city uses in gathering quantitative data is called Balancing Act. It allows you to play with the budget scenarios by making increases or decreases to service levels as you try to balance the city's general fund budget. Ongoing community engagement has been vital to ensuring the City of Tacoma's resources are deployed responsibly and in accordance with a shared vision for the city, where everyone feels safe and has an opportunity to thrive. Details on the City of Tacoma's biennial budget development process are available at cityoftacoma.org/budget development.
To celebrate the City of Tacoma's formal transfer of ownership of Untion Station and the courthouse property to the U.S. government for $1. Who says $1 does not go a long way?
The exchange of $1 for the Untion Station Courthouse actually included a ceremonial key presentation by Tacoma Deputy Mayor Catherine Ushka to Robin Carnahan, Administrator to the U.S. General Services Administration. The partnership between municipal and federal agencies was a result of Tacoma's use of bonds to renovate the historic building from a 1989 resolution. No city money went into the project. The GSA now owns the historic facility and will be responsible for upgrades and operations as a federal courthouse and a Tacoma landmark.
Join Mayor Victoria Woodards and the City Manager Elizabeth Pauley for the August edition of Inside Tacoma. The show will start with Inside Insights, a segment highlighting the renaming of streets and facilities in Tacoma. In the second segment, Inside Interview, our co-host will talk with Public Works staff about Vision Zero and the speed limit reduction plan. The show closes out with the Inside Inquiry, Ask the Mayor and the Manager segment, featuring questions asked by the community. For a full list of air dates or to watch older episodes, visit the city's website. Up next, school days are back with Tacoma's Eyes on Student Safety.
We'll be back with the story. The crowds came out to show their support for Tacoma Public Utilities and the Senior Assistance Fund on Thursday, August 18th. The Tacoma Public Utilities Night at the Rainiers game showcased TPU employees' years of dedicated public service, capped off by 45-year TPU veteran Carolyn Solitaire throwing out the opening pitch. $5 from every ticket sold was donated to the Senior Assistance Fund, which provides utility assistance to qualified seniors in the TPU service area. The generous support of attendees of this special Rainiers game netted the fund more than $2,500.
The fall edition of EnviroTalk is making its way to customers' mailboxes, but the online version is available for review today. This issue includes a feature on depaving Puget Sound, answers questions about green building, features a how-to on curing onions, and much more. To view this edition and other editions, visit the EnviroTalk webpage on the city's website.
Protecting and providing clean, reliable water is Tacoma Water's highest priority. That starts at the source. Mike Ziak takes us out to the source of the Green River Watershed, where a new strategic plan was announced.
For anyone that draws a glass of cold water from the tap, Tacoma water is some of the freshest and cleanest around, which is why a new strategic plan was developed. The source of the water, the Green River Watershed, is one of Tacoma Water's most cherished assets. So protecting the watershed and stewardship is paramount. Watershed Services Assistant Division Manager Jesse Nayrog explains.
In the grand scheme of things, we're here for just a brief moment of time, but to ensure that we're doing our best in managing this asset to the best of our ability, we need to prioritize and focus our work so that we can ensure that we're providing clean, reliable water now and into the future.
Leadership, resiliency, and source water protection will guide them to deliver on their mission of being stewards of the watershed and providing ecological benefit to the region. The Green River Watershed covers approximately 148,000 acres of forest land in the upper portions of the Green Duwamish Watershed. Tacoma Water owns about 11% of the lands around the Green River, and work closely with other landowners to ensure the watershed continues to provide high-quality water to meet the needs of the people and the fish.
Our predecessors were smart when they chose the Green River as the primary source of Tacoma Water's drinking supply in the early 1900s. And again, when they realized the need for additional water storage by the end of the century. Today, with the watershed land analysis, with the Watershed Strategic Plan, we intend to continue that tradition.
The Watershed Services team developed a list of objectives for the plan that guides decisions and activities and ensure they will align with their mission and vision. The plan includes 16 initiatives that represent the work group's priorities, reflect the values of City of Tacoma, Tacoma Public Utilities, and Tacoma Water, and provide the best value to ratepayers. To learn more about how Tacoma Water manages the watershed, you can read the plan by visiting mytpu.org/watershed. For Tacoma Report, I'm Mike Ziak.
This year, the Summer Jobs 253 program celebrated 10 years of success with an anniversary event and trades fair that was open to the community. The celebration event took place at Dr. Dolores Silas High School, and it was followed by a trades fair sponsored by Corsmo Construction in the high school parking lot. In the last decade, more than 1,200 Tacoma Public School students earned high school credit for graduation while gaining valuable paid work experience through the program.
Students of all ages are headed back to the classroom. Walking and rolling are healthy, convenient, and fun ways many Tacoma families get to and from school. Drivers are reminded to show some love, check their speed, and drive 20 miles per hour or less in school zones and neighborhoods. Here are some other helpful tips for drivers to remember. Exercise extra caution where more children are present, like school zones, near parks, and playgrounds. Stop for pedestrians and stop when school bus lights are flashing and the stop arm is extended. Both are the law. Slowing down and looking out for students will help start the school year off safely. The Safe Routes to School program works to make it safer, more convenient, and fun for students and families to walk, bike, and actively roll to school. To find out more, visit the city site. That wraps up this edition of Tacoma Report.
A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org.
We leave you now with a stroll downtown along Pacific Avenue, featuring some of the classic buildings of Tacoma. Thanks for watching.